Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Mightyverse. Real quick, I want to give a quick disclaimer, right? So these videos that you're about to see has already been filmed. The only thing was they were on my other channel. However, if you didn't get a chance to watch those or live in the moment with me, how about you can live in the moment with me now? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and grab your popcorn, kick back, enjoy the show. Welcome to the Mightyverse, man. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Peace. Alright, so before we start the video, I've been trying to upload this video for all week, pretty much all week. And I had to make some iterations to it, unfortunately, which I guess you would say dwindled out the quality, I feel, because I had to mute some of the tracks so I won't be hit with a copyright strike. So thank y'all. That's my little quick disclaimer. Without further ado, enjoy the video, you feel me? Deuces. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good shit. Thank you. All right, cool. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So check, man. This right here, it's a wonderful thing to really just even be able to speak about this. For one, Kendrick Lamar made history once again as the first rapper to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. And man, oh man, like it has a lot of mixed reviews, but honestly, off of my first impression, I loved it. I loved it, man. And it's like, for one thing about it, like everybody's not gonna like it all, like things all the way through, all the time. Like I hear some people, some naysayers saying, "Oh, it wasn't this, it wasn't that." However, man, it's Kendrick. He delivered. He did it as he chose to, and something that Plies has stated, which I put on the screen right now. It actually stands out, saying like, okay, if you wanted it to be done a certain way, you build up your catalog and you do perform the Super Bowl. But besides all of that, right? The Super Bowl halftime show was truly amazing, man. And the good thing about it is waiting one day just to see how the internet reacted, and because I know some subliminals that I didn't pick up on, because I was honestly hyped throughout the whole entire performance, was like they were able to do their deep dive and, you know, saying things that because you know art is always up for interpretation, right? And they were able to dissect and bring forth things where I was like, okay, I didn't peep that, but I did peep it in a sense. And one of the things starting off was literally how the performance started off. Samuel Jackson playing the character of Uncle Sam. And as if you know, or if you don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't, but Samuel also played the house Negro on the infamous movie Django.
Them motherfuckers ain't here to buy no mandingos.
I was about to say the Django, but Django. And on that movie, it was just like, you know, he was playing a certain role, like you know, like, bruh, don't y'all get out of line? Don't y'all get out of line? Like, yes sir, yes master. You know what I'm saying? To play Uncle Sam, who's known within the U.S. culture as the one who, as the mascot for America. Like, for me, that actually stood out. I was like, okay, actually, I of course I caught that reference, but as soon as I seen him, I thought about the character from Django, and what better person to have do that? You know what I'm saying? And from that point forward, so how I interpreted it was the simple fact that it's a game. Like, you know how they say life is a game or life is not a game. However, being black in America, you have to learn how to play the freaking game. Point blank period. You have to learn how to play the freaking game. Because like, yes, we want to, like, we have so much pain and energy built up with inside of us, where it's like, bro, we've been treated wrong all these years, where if we really want to say how and act how we want to act, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, it would just be one of the ones where they'd be like, Public Enemy #1.
Playback.
For real, like, you know what I'm saying, if we actually reacted how, or even acted how we truly feel inside, especially with those moments where we had to freaking code switch just for our survival. Like,
hey, young blood, let me give you a tip.
Use your white voice.
Man, I ain't got no white voice.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean. You have a white voice in there. You can use it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give you some game. You want to make some money here? Then read the script with a white voice, like this young blood.
Hey, Mr. Kramer. This is Langston from Regal View. I didn't catch you at the wrong time, did I?
Like, bro, you have to learn how to play the game. And so when Samuel had stated that in the first song, being unreleased, I believe he's calling it Tiramisu. And for one, he had a lot of people coming out of that small car, man, the GNX. I was like, dang, like, bro, it's a 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's just a whole lot of them, you know? But yeah, and so he went on to perform, and you could tell like his performance was more radical at the very beginning, you know. And I'll go into the songs that I feel he should have played, man. However, we're going to continue on with what was played, you know, and that would be what was the song right after? It was Squabble Up, you know what I'm saying? So I personally enjoyed that song when I first heard it. Everybody was calling it broccoli at the time, but Squabble Up, man, they got that daggone West Coast feel, the sample, the da 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 da.
If I get off at my feet.
She was killing on that video. But yeah, man, so it went from that, and then after Kendrick Lamar was performing it, you see Uncle Sam pop in saying, yo, hold on, I thought like we picked the right one for the job. Like, you saying you don't know how to play the game? Do you really know how to play the game? It's like, bro, we picked you for the job, but bro, like, are you sure you know how to play the game? As the Negro, we select you, because you know you got to be like a goody two shoes. You gotta follow the program, follow the script. And then he was like pretty much telling him like, bruh, humble yourself. Like, you gotta relax, humble yourself. Sure enough, the next song was Humble. And it was like, be humble, sit down. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, humbling himself so he could fit within the system in the game. However, following forward from that, it's just like, bro, you humbling yourself and you just like, like, bro, I have so much built inside of me, but at the same time, I know who I am. So therefore, it went into the song DNA, another massive hit. You know, it went into DNA, and you know, songs for the ancestors, songs for our energy, the energy that flows within us. And from there, it went into Man at the Garden, man. But something that someone had pointed out was that, and after I went back to look at it, I was like, wow, like that's crazy. Something that someone pointed out was that when he gathered with his homies, pretty much seeking refuge with his people, whenever a lot of people, especially, pretty much, it's like I'm still trying to say it. I know how I need to say it, how I want to say it, but however, just like I'm playing the game too, man, because you got to say it a certain way. But like our leaders, like whenever they come together, it's like, okay, like, bro, what do you think you're doing? You're following the cheat code. Y'all are actually linking up, doing like what all the other communities are doing what the Asians do, the whites do, the Jews do, the Hispanics do. But y'all know y'all supposed to be dispersed. Y'all can't come together. Y'all can't come together as a collective. So what they do, deduct one life.
We generally call it the catastrophe because we feel like it wasn't a riot. We were not the perpetrators, we were the victims. But it took 80 years to get the state of Oklahoma to acknowledge that.
The Tulsa Race Massacre is believed to be one of the worst incidents of racial violence in American history.
Greenwood was a, Black-owned, Black-founded, Black-funded town. They did it themselves and without any help from the government. And then they rebuilt themselves after mass destruction without the help of the government. What does that say about us?
Scorekeeper, deduct one life. take from that as you will, but you know how we see it, and if you can see it this way, is you know the Malcolm X's, the Dr. Martin Luther King's, the great figures who were were taken from us because they got together because they wanted to bring about change. So yeah, man, it was just one of those. And like I said, this whole entire system, like this performance, is representing a game. And with him doing that quote unquote cheat code, as they see it, they deducted that point from him. They deducted that life, and yet he was like, okay, like what's the next thing to do? You know what I'm saying? What's the next thing to do? So it moved on, and he wound up playing a lighter load where he moved into a smoother side, the more calmer, the more docile side of things, where he's performing with SZA and it's Luther. It's more radio, it's more accepting to the ear. It's not challenging. It's easy. It's nice. It's comfortable. And he went from there to doing All the Stars, another beautiful song, and then you see Uncle Sam character come in. Oh, that's nice. Yes. That's how you do it. That's what we want to hear. Not that, what I'm saying, rah, like we want something calm. That's what America wants to hear. And then it's like now it's like, now you being a good nigga. now you being the one that we signed up for this position. Now you playing into the role. But then as he's doing all of that, it says, like, in the stands, warning, wrong way. Like, bro, you're going the wrong way doing that. You know what I'm saying? Following their narratives when you should instead be going the other way and following the path that's true to your heart. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a masterclass message behind that, man. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole entire breakdown of everything song by song, but I'd rather speak about the songs where I would have loved to have heard played, man. And I ain't gonna lie, like after the fact, you know what I'm saying, I was excited for the whole entire thing, don't get me wrong, but after the fact I was like, dang, bruh, it felt like this would have been that moment to do so. However, just like the message is, he has to play the game. He has to play the game. The Kendrick that wants to show up there and do what he wants to do has to play the game, And I know some may say, okay, like, bro, he's not following his true path or whatever, but it's like, bro, like, he's playing the game just like you are. You don't just be walking into the daggone establishment that you work at and them like, you follow the code. You follow the code, you play it nice, you do however you got to do just to stay afloat. You know what I'm saying? And they're no different, from the Kendricks to all the other black celebrities, not even to go down the list. But if you're black and you live in America, you have to play the game. So this is just like synonymous to our people and our culture. And man, but if he did want to challenge that, one of the songs that I have a list of songs where I personally wanted to hear as a fan, and the songs that I feel would have definitely rung off if we're talking about sending a message to America with the current state that it's in. And I'm leaning into because this is the real something that the songs that I feel would have pushed that message even further are All Right, We Gonna Be All Right, King Kunta, wow, performing that with the president right there, King Kun. We Gonna Be All Right, King Kunta. If he
you did it though. You that was you though. I didn't do nothing.
He just did those two, a surprise performance that I was like, bruh, like it would have been crazy if he had brought him out. And this is something I thought about after the fact, right? I didn't even think about it leading up to it. But if he was going to take that revolutionary route of playing All Right, as well as King Kunta. Someone he should have brought out, which would have sent chills down. Like, I get chills even thinking about it, man. It's literally like just in the background, like the lights go low. Like, just imagine he's playing all that, and then all of a sudden the lights go low, and in the center of the field, the lights come on very slowly, right? And all you hear is da 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 da. Oh, I can't go nowhere. We just wanna This is America. Yo, Childish Gambino comes out to play This Is America. Don't catch you slipping up. Oh my gosh. That's the message where I was like, bruh, like that's the one we wanted to hear. However, like, I'm feeling like, yo, like that shit right there would probably brought niggas to tears. Like, hearing We Gonna Be All Right, hearing King Kunta, and hearing This Is America. It's like, bro, you talking to the people. You are talking to the people at that point, man. But it's like, and that's the point where it's like, yo, I would have loved that, you know, and I'm sure he would have too. But however, bringing it back to the theme, you got to play the freaking game. You got to play the game. But at the end of everything being said and done, something that I found pretty cool was at the very end of the performance. Hold on. Before we even get there, yo, Not Like Us rung off, man. He did Not Like Us. The song that Drake tried to stop, man, and the whole entire OVO camp, and everybody was talking it down on it, saying you can't, but really Drake was trying to sue him, saying you can't perform it, a defamation case and all of that. He performed it, and he was teasing it throughout the whole entire time. I was like, oh my gosh, is he gonna do it? I was looking like you in your living room, because I know you was thinking the same, and he really did it. I was like, bruh, like, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. And man, it literally rung off, man. And to know that was being watched globally, wow. Just freaking wow, man. And like, everybody's talking about it, but when I seen it at first, I was like, well, damn. Like, he was like, say Drake. I hear you like him young. And he was looking right in the camera, like, bro, right in the man's soul. I was like, dang, like, bro, that's so freaking, bro, that's menacing. Like, bro, what? Yo, what? And I was like, bro, that was so petty. But then, like, on top of adding pettiness to that, like, bro, the camera panned when it was time for the hook and the chorus. And who we have crip walking, man? We have Serena Williams crip walking. Oh my gosh. In the daggone tennis skirt. And if you didn't know, like, bruh, like, if you didn't know, her and Drake have history. Yes, they have history. That's his ex or whatever you want to call it. But he's been taking jabs at her and her husband throughout these years. And that was just when Kendrick Lamar said,
from Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena.
Don't you dare speak on Serena. On Not Like Us too. So to see her performing and doing the crip walk right there and looking right in the camera as well, right after Kendrick Lamar looked in the camera saying, say Drake, I was like blown back. I was like, well, damn, like, bro, oh my gosh, no, she did not, like, no, they did not do that. And you know, it was crazy, man. And also in this tennis skirt, of course she's known for tennis, duh, but at I believe it was the Wimbledon or just whatever tournament, when she had won and started crip walking in celebration, she was, I believe, fined, but she was definitely criticized and saying, like, bro, you should have had, like, once again, having to play the freaking game.
Man, I did not crip walk like that at Wimbledon. Ooh, I would have been fine. It was all love.
Having to play the freaking game. You don't step out there. Don't celebrate. Don't do what your people do back in the hood. Like, bro, you don't do that. You can't do that. No. Act accordingly. Walk over, shake her hand. You don't celebrate. Don't crip walk. And I was like, bro, okay. So that was also another jab at that that industry, I feel, man. And that was just masterclass. That was masterclass, bro. So yeah, at the end of everything, I feel that you know, it got to the point where it was like, okay, he's playing it safe, he's playing the game, but at the end of everything, the stands lit up and it said game over. You know, game over. So you can take with that from from that what you will, but it's like, is he going to continue to play the game, or is it going to just be like, all right, I did that for the nice side of America, for code switching, but now we about to get on some heavy stuff. I don't know, but either way, I'm looking forward to whatever's next, man. So yeah, that's my reading from the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was awesome. It was spectacular. I truly enjoyed it. What did y'all think about the daggone Super Bowl, man? I heard some people like it, some people didn't. But you know, everything ain't for everybody. You know, I would say that. But as far as the Super Bowl show, it was definitely for me, and I appreciate it. It was nice. It was dope. Well done. Well put together. But either way, man, I want to hear from y'all. I talked long enough. Y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comments, man. And also be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and tap in, man. Let me know. Did he do his thing? Was this the best Super Bowl performance? And if not, who has it? And even if it wasn't important to you. If not, that's cool. Tap in, y'all. See y'all next time. Mightyverse.
Just trying to give you some game.